Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM. Tonight's lineup of movies directed by Josh Logan continues. Like our last film, South Pacific, this is another adaptation of a Broadway play directed by Logan. Unlike South Pacific, this one is not a musical. Up next, from Warner Brothers in 1961, Leslie Caron stars with Charles Boyer and Maurice Chevalier in Fanny. Josh Logan was drawn to the stage at an early age. At just 8 years old, he saw his first play in Shreveport, Louisiana. It was, Logan wrote in his autobiography, love at first sight. He went to Princeton to study acting, but when he started comparing himself to the other actors sharing the stage with him, Logan decided his future probably didn't lie in front of an audience. It wasn't false modesty either. 3 of the actors he performed with in an intercollegiate summer stock company, the University Players, were Jimmy Stewart, Henry Fonda, and Margaret Sullivan. Leaving acting behind wound up being the right move for Logan. By the end of the 1940s, he had emerged as one of Broadway's top directors, working a string of hits like Annie Get Your Gun, Wish You Were Here, and Fanny. In this screen adaptation, Caron is Fanny, a young French woman in love with a childhood friend played by Horst Buchholz. He happens to be in love with the sea, which of course can be a stormy mistress. And he has to decide whether to be with Fanny or leave and become a sailor. The consequences of his choice will ripple throughout their community. Fanny had a long and winding road to get to the version we have tonight. The story originated as 2 plays written by Marcel Pagnol. They were quickly adapted into a trilogy of films, all of which are classics of French cinema. Several other adaptations followed, including James Whale's 1938 film Port of Seven Seas. But those original French films were what initially inspired Josh Logan to produce a stage musical, condensing the trilogy into one show, and that's how Logan developed the musical Fanny. When Logan's stage show became a hit, Jack Warner tapped Logan to adapt it for the screen, but on the condition he cut out all the songs. Warner thought the public was tired of musicals. He thought wrong. Fanny eventually lost the Best Picture Oscar to a movie called West Side Story, which had songs. From 1961, this is the songless Fanny. Fanny was not the first time Charles Boyer, who played Horst Buchholz's father, and director Josh Logan worked together. They met 25 years earlier on the set of the 1936 adventure drama The Garden of Allah, where Logan was hired as a dialogue director to help Boyer enunciate his lines. Boyer, a Frenchman, needed help with English and found Logan so helpful that he asked producers to hire Logan on his next film, History is Made at Night. Boyer and Logan also collaborated on stage in Logan's 1953 production of Kind Sir. Charles Boyer had many talents. Singing, though, was not one of them. So when Fanny's producers decided not to make it a musical, as it had been on the stage, Boyer became Logan's top choice to play the father. Boyer was hesitant to accept the role given his admiration for Rameau, the French comedian who originated the role. Logan eventually won him over, and the performance you just saw earned Charles Boyer his 4th Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Coming up, our 3rd Joshua Logan movie of the evening. This one is an epic musical starring Richard Harris and Vanessa Redgrave. Camelot is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Camelot, then Tall Story, and later Big City. It's a Small World on TCM tonight.